So here it is, 13th Colony Double Oaked Batch 3. This thing just got dropped a few days ago, and my buddy Daryl was able to get one of the first bottles maybe ever in the country. He literally got it straight off the truck. He had to wait for it to get into the system. So stay tuned to watch a review of this up against the previous Batch 2, find out which is best, and then I go on a bit of a rant about that right there. Produced and bottled. No distilled, yet again. Hey, it is what it is, but I was really hoping they would fix that, and you can see my opinion of that a little bit later. So stay tuned and see what this bottle goes like. Okay, we got the 13th Colony Double Oak Batch 3, courtesy of the Daryl, hunted down in Georgia. Fresh crack here. Go drop it, Dave.
Drop it, Dave.
Hey! Woo! We're gonna let that sucker breathe for a bit because, I don't know, it is black as the ace of spades, man. Ooh. Gimbaline. So I was quite smart and I saved a couple of ounces of my batch 2 for just such an occasion. Put it up against batch 3. Look at the trees. Gimbaline, gimbal down. There we go. Yeah, so I haven't really seen any reviews of them putting it up directly, batch 2 to batch 3, and I haven't really seen any bottle ones, so this might be one of the first ones. But here you go, like, look how dark this is. Dark, pretty damn viscous there on the pour. The other one, the batch 2, very similar in colour, just from looking at that small amount. Didn't want to drink too much of Daryl's bottle, so I didn't do a Brock pour or anything like that. So yep, as you can see, it stains in the glass. This stuff, man, if you don't clean your gleans after a night of drinking it, it might not ever come out. Now, there has been a bit of controversy with 13th Colony, just regarding about where they get their distillate from. Now, they do have a little still, and you can go back and see my other tours of 13th Colony, but it just isn't really big enough to produce all the whiskey that they need to make. So they started off by saying that no, they made all their own, and then they have recently come out, and on their new labels it shows that it is distilled in Indiana, which is MGP. Totally fine, everybody does it. So yeah, I was really hoping that this label would have some more information on it, but as you'll see later, it doesn't. But anyway, that's what the controversy is sort of all about. So onto the review, and let's find out if batch 3 stacks up to batch 2.
That's different.
Okay, so 13th Colony Double Oak. 13th Colony Double Oak Batch 3. Super dark, eh? Like, the 13th Colony's always super dark, but it's just like a condensed, burnt everything.
It smells fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That is just sweet.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's a molasses, but it's almost like it's burnt, eh? Like,
Yeah.
there's like marshmallow and molasses, but I've set it all on fire.
I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
God, I would just be satisfied just nosing this thing.
Yeah, that smells great. And we do have the batch 2.
I like the nose on batch 3 better.
The batch 2 nose to me is a lot sweeter, even sweeter, I think. But like I say, there's a fresh crack on batch 3, and all right, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you, Daryl.
Thanks, Daryl. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's very, very double oak.
Yeah.
It's the finish on these things just is rated in frickin' minutes. It sticks with you for so long. That one's to the point of tannic. Would you think?
It's tough.
Like it's got a.
It definitely.
Like I don't know if the sweetness holds on the palate. Like.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
From what I remember, batch 2, I think I enjoyed a little bit more.
Yeah. It's still going, and my mouth is all tingling, which I like and stuff like that. But it's just a bit. It is a bit bitter. I don't even know if bitter is the right word. And this is like it's very, very.
Don't get me wrong, it's delicious.
Oh yeah. Picking hairs here. But if you don't, I think I said that about the last one, right? I think you've got to be a certain level of bourbon enthusiast to appreciate, because you give this to a standard person and they're just not going to be able to tolerate it.
It definitely doesn't drink like 133.
Oh hell no.
No, I mean that's smooth.
So I'm going to go back and try batch 2.
Here, hand me that cork.
Yeah,
I almost got it on there.
He wouldn't have a bad day.
Yeah, no, that'd be the best way to go out.
You'd never know. You wouldn't see it in there.
No. Oh, a piece of cork in there.
Oh, wow. Batch 2 kicks its fucking ass, man.
Damn! So I think batch 2 is more viscous. I think it just a little bit creamier. But granted, this is a fresh crack.
Fresh crack.
I've learned that there are some bourbon and whiskeys that just need a little bit airtime to get some creaminess.
Yeah.
Like Cream of Kentucky 16 year, I had it at a liquor barn. Fantastic creamy. Fresh crack, I'm like, shit, I thought this was creamier than what I remembered. A couple days later, I'm like, okay, there it is. But yeah, batch 2 is nice.
Yeah, it's just the sweetness carries forward a lot more. It's got the same tingly mouth feel.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't have that the slight tannic birdness of batch 3.
I'd say like it's like drier.
Very.
It's a lot more dry. Like that, going back to it after having batch 2. Still,
Yeah.
really freaking good.
Yeah. Another ultra dark, but I think what I really liked about batch 2 was it made your mouth like salivate a little bit, where this one sort of dries it up.
I agree. That's a really good way to put it. Batch 2's finish. It's just so different, and like molasses, just delicious. God, I mean, yeah. We're splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs, giving it to batch 2 over batch 3, but batch 3 is it's good.
I'd love to come back to it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's see what 2 weeks does, and now you side by side them. I bet you it's going to be a little closer than what we think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, but I think when I first had batch 2, but once again, it was such a new thing to me, right? It was like I'd never had anything like it before, or even really since. Where now we have something to put batch 3 against, so it's sort of like maybe batch 2 was as equally as drawing stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And I did do a comparison between batch 1 and batch 2 on batch 2.
Yeah.
Just the age. There helped it.
Alright, well there's I'm gonna have a fucking rant. Here's my fucking rant. You didn't fix your fucking label. You didn't fix your label. You guys, you don't have distilled in. You didn't before, and it's just because it's the same label, and that'll be their excuse. It's exactly the same label. They've got a new label that stays straight with the bottle because this bottle's slightly concave sort of thing, so they made the label. So when they did a new label on the new stuff, it has to say distilled on, because their story is this was approved by Georgia and the TBB, I think it is. And so they didn't know. Okay, they know now. But this still says, it's still the old label, and it still says bottled and produced and bottled. And legally, because it doesn't say distilled, you have to imply that it is distilled by them in Americus, Georgia. And if that's true, put it on the label. 3 words. 4 words. I can't count. Distilled in Aventus, Georgia. Everything would have been kosher. So a bit disappointed.
Their most recent release on like the seal box hazmat, it said distilled in
Indiana. Yep. The new labels, they've had to correct it. And the only reason they were able to do it on this, I believe, is because they used their old label. And I think that's a little bit chicken shit. It's a crooked one. So I don't know why they wouldn't have. Because like I say, it's not bad. We don't care.
No.
Nobody. I don't think anyone would care. But if they're making this off their funny little stainless steel still, that's awesome. Tell us about it, because that's amazing, and that's the secret. If they're getting it from MGP, then the secret is the barrel. Yeah, we all love MGP. We're drinking fucking MGP all over the place. Oh, that might be that one, but yeah, tumbling dice, MGP, fucking distilled in Indiana. They say Indiana, and everyone knows because there's only one distillery in Indiana. I don't know. Thank you.
We know.
Yeah. You're one that sources, one that actually sells you barrels. So anyway, 13th Colony, I think, missed it there. They won't be allowed in anybody's top 10 because they weren't last time, you know. Fred Minnick won't put it in his, and, you know, Bourbon Real Talk won't put it in his. I don't know if I can put it in mine. So anyway, let's rant over, but apart from that,
yeah, I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if it's Canadian whiskey and it tastes like that. Don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit, eh? I think the only reason I'm a little bit pissed is because they've lied to my face.
Yeah.
I've gone on a couple of tours. The first tour was, we totally do everything ourselves. Okay, cool. Second tour was, oh, no, we actually don't. We've got too big, so we buy this stuff from MGP, but none of it times out. They've only just got big in the last 2 years. So 2 years. Guess what? Whiskey takes longer than 2 years to do that. It takes 8 fucking years. So what was the story? I don't know. Anyway, so I might cut that out. Because I won't get anything from them ever again. But anyway, this is good. This is great. We don't quite think it's up to batch 2, but we're going to let it open up. But if you can get one of these, there's only like 3,000. 3,500, so it's going to be tough. You've got to be Daryl. Basically, got to be Daryl or no Daryl, or something like that.
I got 2.
yeah. Daryl will probably have a 6-pack.
Down to 3,498.
Yeah, but well done. Look, I'm a fan. 13th Colony. I just think we could fix their label and put it all to bed. Anyway, that's it. And look at this lovely place we're at. Gimbal it. We're outside. Hope the sound worked out.